So Shxtsngigs went on Flagrant, and Andrew Schultz was doing the Andrew Schultz thing, which is being a fucking edgy comedian, making jokes about people,
being an asshole,
Yeah. If Schultz goes viral like once a year for this exact same thing.
Yeah, just being an asshole.
Just being an asshole and being like making edgy jokes.
Yeah.
Every year it happens. And I'm like, how do y'all keep getting tricked by this shit?
Yeah.
How do you lot keep getting tricked by this shit?
Yeah.
And Shxtsngigs was up there laughing, and apparently their audience had an issue with it. They took real grievance with it. But to compile that, this all started when they went on the Drea P show. What's the two bad bitch from Living
Poor
on
Minds?
Poor Minds. They went on Poor Minds and said, "Ain't no bad bitches in Atlanta," and that started there where they were like,
"Damn, yeah."
And then it compounded with the show shit. The black women on the timeline like, "Yo, they are not for us. They don't love us." And I was like, to be fair,
they don't.
No.
I mean,
but I have to be honest about this. Can I just be honest? I have to be frank.
Go ahead.
Y'all got to stop thinking podcasters are good people. Like, you truly have to stop putting your trust in creators. You have to stop believing creators are going to be there for you, because every time you do it, you will get let down. I see people in the timeline saying never put your trust in a man. Never put your trust in somebody who creates content.
Yeah, because
if you create content or art, you are not like you. It is what I make is meant to be enjoyed. You should never put your faith in the person.
But I think with Shxtsngigs is specifically pointing at that point, or it's a little more complicated because of their brand.
Mm-hmm.
The Shxtsngigs brand for a while was like, yo, we're the safe guys. We're just two guys just having fun, and we welcome everybody, and we're not edgy at all. Like, that was their brand, or that is their brand for a long time, and that's how they attracted that following, because it's just like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this tweet of like, oh, the only non-problematic podcast.
There's like, yo, they be like, yo, we are taking all these nigga microphones, but Shxtsngigs
except for Shxtsngigs. That was a joke at some point.
Yeah.
They
wasn't joking. They was dead ass. They was dead ass.
I think they were dead ass, but you see my point. I think that also adds to like what their branding is, which is why I think it's even a bigger reaction than like when anybody else does it. But your point still stands. I mean, creators are just trying to.
They're just trying to.
We're trying to hack the algorithm, baby.
Yeah.
We're trying to make money. I mean, like, well, we're not trying to like actually be friends. Except if you're a PM, shout out to you. We're besties.
Nah, PMs, we are besties.
Yeah. Y'all are besties. But
I mean, all these other niggas, they don't really care about their fan bases. Us, yo, no, real shit though. We do link up with our fans on a pretty consistent basis.
Yeah, you went to watch a football game with one of our fans.
I'm
19 lessons.
19 lessons. Yes, I'm very weird. Because I will just link up with fans and become friends with them.
Yeah. Nobody else is doing that.
Nobody else is doing that.
They just want your dollar.
They just want your dollar. I want your dollar in your friendship. I want both.
Yeah. So the outrage against Shxtsngigs did start with. It's been like a slow, like over 2 weeks, like a slow burn almost.
Yeah.
You know?
At this point, I would say this, like, I understand why the black women are mad at them. I get it. But also, it's kind of their fault, not to blame shift, but it's kind of like, why you have so much trust in men who are podcasters? Why you have trust in faith in anybody? Like, it's a safe space. There's no place on earth is safe for anybody, really. Like, unless you're just in an echo chamber of only people who share your same ideas all the time.
Yeah.
Which that place does not exist. People are different and people have different values. And that's how the world works. Now, I will say that the problem with Shxtsngigs is where they fucked up at is the problem I think a lot of creators have is when you present holier than thou.
Right, exactly.
The fall from grace is always harder.
It just is.
I would say this right now for a lot of our watchers on Potty Mouth. Dog, I know a lot of y'all came from FD Signifier, and I know a lot of you have like are very smart and do intellectual talks.
Yeah.
And niggas went to college, shit like that. I'm a high school dropout. I do not have the language that you have. I'm going to say some dumb shit. Expect me to say some dumb shit soon. And when I say it, don't be surprised. I am who I am. I've never hid this. I'm very much me. Please do not place me. I know I'm getting in my like serious social and political talks, and I'm going to keep doing it because I like it. But I don't have the same language you have. I'm going to get it wrong. Do not hold me to a high standard. Hold me to the standard of a baby.
Your dumb friend.
I'm your dumb friend. Whenever I talk, literally, I'm your dumb friend.
Yeah.
I called it that. I titled that video like that on purpose, dude. I don't want any standards when I talk about this stuff. Yeah. Do not look at me for a source of information or somebody who knows a lot. I'm just a guy who talks into a microphone with opinions.
Yeah,
that's it. Don't because the moment you do, shits and gigs happen.
that is usually when it happens.
Now, shits and gigs apologized.
I did see it. Well, I did see their apologize. It's so much that happened with that. Yeah, so they did apologize. I didn't see their video, but I'm pretty sure it was an earnest. Well, no, I saw two things. The way that I've consumed their apology has been the people killing them and then waving the red flag, defending them on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've been seeing that.
Yeah,
waving the red flag, a podcast that we just collabed with.
Yeah, shout out waving red flag.
It's basically just like, from what I gathered, is that being there in that environment is hard to like create boundaries that we're talking about in terms of Flagrant 2.
Yeah.
And just being like Flagrant, actually, that's a throwback. That's their old name.
Yeah.
And so our friends at Waving the Flag were like, I get that because that's such a big platform and they're coming in there. That's like the power imbalance is there for sure. But then I also saw black women, they were like, that's just excuses.
Yeah.
That's not really. Where's the apology? I didn't even hear an apology.
Keep it being they shouldn't apologized because they're not sorry.
Well, but
they're not. That's my issue. They're not sorry.
They don't.
Those jokes were funny in the moment. You laughed at them because they were funny. Yeah. If you didn't find them funny, you wouldn't have fucking laughed. Like, just don't apologize for who you are. Make people accept the new you. Radical acceptance.
Yeah.
You found that shit funny.
But the problem is the reason why they're apologizing is they're trying to put the fucking the genie in the bottle again.
The reason why they're trying to apologize because they want to keep your dollar.
Yeah, they want to keep that audience who's like, no, that's not really us. We don't find that funny.
That was really them.
That's actually the rare glimpse of who they actually were.
That's who they actually are.
Because they're men.
They're men.
Like,
and that's how men joke.
Yeah, like that. Unfortunately,
not to be fucked up, but that's the truth.
Well, especially in that environment of Flagrant, very much the vibe is like, yo, it's boys hanging out.
Boys being boys, nothing's off limits. Yes. If you know anything about Andrew Schultz's comedy, that's kind of what he built his career off of.
Yes, and so when men step into that, it's very easy to fall into that because it's just a natural way the men cohabitate.
They shouldn't apologize, in my opinion.
I'm not shocked because I know that it's clear. Yeah. Like I said, the branding thing, like that's the audience that they want, that they've been going after. They want to secure. So them apologizing, I'm not surprised. But the problem is they should have apologized better because they're not accepting their apology.
No, they were never going to accept that apology.
I think they could have gone real crazy. Like I'm
telling you, bro.
Throw Flagrant under the butt. Like, dude, like whatever it is. Like, and I'm not saying this is right.
Yeah.
This will be fucked up, but I'm like, if y'all gonna be that shameless about it, then really go all out and be like, matter of fact, I'm never talking bad about black women in our whole lives. Just go crazy.
You gotta be honest, bro. The mob never wants apologies. They want blood, bro.
That's probably true,
bro.
Yeah,
you gotta think about personal experience. I apologize for fucked up things I've said directly to people.
Yeah, and it don't matter.
The apologies don't matter. People don't want apologies. People want blood.
It's true. That's actually there's a bigger point there about the idea of an apology. Like, because like you apologize, most of the time the person still feels the same way they felt. So it's like, what was actually done in that? You know what I'm saying?
Apologies are meant to save face for those who are on for those who are on the line, but if you already made your mind up, your apology means nothing.
Yeah, right.
So why apologize to people who already made their mind up about you? Like the people who are killing Shxtsngigs already made their mind up.
Yeah, they're like these guys are fucking colorists. We're not fucking with them.
By the way, they are colorists.
Which is like, aren't they from the UK?
Yeah, they have a different.
Ain't they mad colorists over there in the UK? Yo, isn't this a thing,
bro? Black Americans, and I'm a black. By the way, people been questioning my black Americanness in the comment section, which is funny to me.
They don't or they do?
No, they've been questioning it. I got like 3 different comments, people questioning.
Like asking where you're from?
Niggas be like, yo, I doubt he's a black American. I'm like, they got my great grandmother was a sharecropper, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
That's weird.
Like, what are you talking about?
That from? Where did that come from? Where do they think you're from? Canada? I mean, what the fuck is going on?
They just say this because I don't see blackness the same way they do. Not that it's not even like I'm fucking voting right or anything like that. It's whatever. But Black Americans, we have this thing, and we rightfully so should have it. That once you come to America and you want to make money inside our ecosystem and get good with and get good with us, you have to assimilate to our idea of blackness.
Yeah.
Tyler went through this. Shxtsngigs is going through this right now.
Yeah.
Where their idea of blackness is different. Like in the UK, I'm sure because there isn't the same history of slavery, and also there isn't a shared bond of we all be one people. When in the UK, the blacks there are like what I would call special blacks. They be like, oh no, I'm not black. I'm Trinidadian.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not black. I'm from X country in Africa. I'm not black. I'm Jamaican. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. There isn't just like a umbrella thing of blackness, but because here in America, most of us don't.
Well, that was stripped away.
Yeah, we can't trace our roots back.
Yeah.
We're just black.
Yeah.
And we expect them to have the same, it's not how it works. Now, when you come here and you want to make money here and you want to be accepted by us, gotta assimilate.
Because they clearly did, especially considering the top of the year, their press run that they went on. They went in a very specifically American podcast press run earlier this year, which I thought I always was like, oh, that's so interesting. Because I always saw them as like a UK podcast, and they just they don't do appearances. No. They just kind of do their own thing. Yeah. I guess it just really blew up, and they're like, well, I guess if we're that big, let's make the rounds. Yeah. And that always seemed odd to me. I'm not gonna lie, because
they shouldn't have made the rounds.
It always seemed odd. I never understood that, because I'm like, I don't know how this really helps. I mean, they were doing podcasts with fucking Hassan. It was like
I did it do on Rory and Maul too, didn't it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did Rory and Maul.
It was just really strange, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I think so. That tells me that they did want that audience.
Yes,
and now this is what comes with them.
Problem is you two lots. You two lots. The moment y'all got here, the way y'all looked, y'all are black people. Yeah. You're not you're not biracial or multiracial, whatever y'all say out there. You're black. One job rule exists in this country, and you needed to assimilate to that. You got to adjust to our customs. Drake is probably the best at ever, the best to ever do that. The best to ever
to assimilate a black American culture.
Because he's not from America. He's from Canada, but he got here really quickly. Was like, oh no, I'm black. No, I get it. I think it also
That's actually a really funny point.
I think it goes to more with him not feeling ever at home ever in Canada, because you know what I mean, he got, he's like, oh shit, I'm black. I'm accepted a little bit.
I like the idea of like Drake being the best at like assimilating to black American culture.
He literally is. He's the best entertainer ever to ever assimilate.
As we see with Tyler and Shxtsngigs, this shit mad easy, yo.
It's not though. Apparently, obviously. Like
that's what I meant. I'm sorry, I meant the opposite. Like it's not that it's not as easy as you guys make it seem. Like it's not like Drake just came from Toronto. It was like, hey guys, I'm black now.
No, it was a very specific thing he had to do.
Shit's hard.
Yeah, I mean,
Shxtsngigs is hard. Oh my god, yeah, that's
I mean, shout out to them boys, man.
Well, hello, potty mouth.